Hi Rajesh, let's start our session. What is Flexbox and why do we use it?
Flexbox is a one-dimensional layout system used for arranging items in a row or column. It helps with alignment, spacing, and responsive layouts. It simplifies tasks like centering and distributing space.
What are some important Flexbox properties?
For parent, which is the container, display, flex direction, justify content, align items, flex wrap. For children, items, flex grow, flex shrink, flex basis, and order.
Good. Now tell me, what is CSS grid and how is it different from Flexbox?
CSS Grid is a two-dimensional layout system, which handles rows and columns. Flexbox is one-dimensional row or column. Grid is better for complex page layouts, while Flexbox is ideal for content alignment.
Explain CSS specificity.
Specificity decides which rule takes priority. Order of specificity, inline styles, IDs, classes, attributes, pseudoclasses, elements, pseudo-elements.
What is the difference between absolute, relative, and fixed positioning?
Relative moves relative to itself, stays in normal flow. Absolute is positioned relative to the nearest positioned ancestor. Fixed stays fixed relative to the viewport.
What is calc in CSS?
It allows arithmetic calculations within CSS, like width equals calc 100% minus 50px, useful for responsive layouts.
What are CSS variables and how do you define them?
CSS variables store reusable values. Defined using dash variable name, in the root element, dash primary color equals hex 3498db, button, color, var, primary color.
What is the difference between em and rem?
Em is relative to the parent element's font size. Rem is relative to the root, which is the HTML font size.
How do VH and VW units work?
1 VH equals 1% of the viewport height. 1 VW equals 1% of the viewport width, useful for full screen sections.
What is responsive web design?
A design approach that ensures web pages adapt to different screen sizes using flexible layouts, images, and media queries.
Explain media queries with an example.
Media queries apply CSS rules conditionally. At media, max width, 768 pixels, the menu should be displayed none.
What is mobile-first design?
Designing for smaller screens first, then scaling up using min-width media queries.
What is the difference between transition and animation in CSS?
Transitions happen on state change, like hover. Animations run automatically using keyframes and can loop infinitely.
What is the difference between display none and opacity 0?
Display none removes the element from the layout. Opacity 0 hides it, but it still takes space and is clickable.
How can you implement dark mode using CSS?
Using CSS variables and toggling classes. In the root element, we have the background color as white. In the dark class, background color as black.
What is the use of object fit in CSS?
It controls how images or videos fit inside their container, for example, object fit cover.
Explain BEM methodology.
BEM stands for Block Element Modifier, naming pattern like block, element, and modifier. It helps keep CSS modular and maintainable.
What are CSS preprocessors?
Tools like Sass and Less that add features such as nesting, variables, and mixins. They compile into regular CSS.
What is clip path used for?
It clips elements into custom shapes like circles, polygons, etc.
How do browsers render CSS?
HTML parsed into DOM, CSS parsed into CSS-OM, DOM plus CSS-OM equals render tree, layout, painting on screen.
What are CSS frameworks?
Frameworks like Bootstrap, Tailwind, and Foundation that provide pre-designed UI components and utility classes.
Great, Rajesh. That covers all mid-level CSS questions.
Thank you, Sachi. I enjoyed the session.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.